Yo, what's up, y'all? Check this out. So, on the last video, I basically broke down how you can go about being in a terrible situation. And I don't know, everybody's different. And maybe your perspective is a lot different where you have a great life and you think it's fucking morbid when in reality it's not. Other people have different adventures that you just haven't seen, experienced, or been aware of. These people are your neighbors and shit, and they've had that type of lifestyle, and you would have never guessed if they would have never told you about it. If they recovered correctly, you could see them, talk to them, everything, and you would never guess they lived that life in the past. That's true healing, true recovery. So, anyways, yo, we're in Southern Cali. The Outlaws are back. If you didn't know, like, no, this is the best show on the block. Guaranteed to be the best. Some else, some new, some original, something to get you to break outside the box, restructure your mindset, realize and learn, get you to restructure the format of the fundamentals of who you are and what you bring to this world, to our reality, to our current reality. As the world shifts and turns, and we just kind of accommodate and chameleon walk our way through this, we have to live out our own unique adventure while still, I guess, being a part of society. You know, like society says, oh, political correctness, you can't say these bad words, these are bad words. You're like, okay, well, when I'm around certain people, such as children, or elders, I won't say those words. Other than that, I mean, in no particular order, I'm not exactly trying to say explicit content yet. I'm not changing everything about myself to make you happy as much as you're not doing shit to make me happy either. Does that make sense? Okay, then. So we gotta stick to routine. Um, that was what I was talking about in the last video. So the days are gonna come where it's difficult, and the days are gonna come where it's easy, and then there's the boring days. And then sometimes I'm not gonna lie. I mean, everybody. I don't talk about this stuff because when you talk about this stuff, for some reason, it doesn't make a fucking difference in the outside world. It just doesn't. Some days are depressing. Some days are lonely. Some days are just sad. And usually those are like rainy days or something, and it just caught you off guard that you were so gloomy or something. I don't know. And some days are exciting and adventurous and full of thrills, and it's those are the days that we believe life is worth living for. Sometimes life gives us romance, and we're in love, and everything feels like ecstasy because we're so doped up on the love chemicals that our body produces when we have somebody that just starts. We just start chemically inducing each other into euphoria that is called the honeymoon stage, and it might be love forever, and it might be just a short time fling, but you know what I'm trying to say is this: life will bring a lot of scenarios, so you gotta be disciplined to not veer off track. Okay, you'll open up your phone, and then the next nice clothing attire, the next nice jewelry, the next nice trend, the next car, the next house, the next shoes, and you'll never get enough, you'll never get filled. And to keep up to a certain type of status and a certain type of appeal, you have to invest a lot. So if you have one special wardrobe and you wear it all the fucking time, you're gonna wear it out eventually, and then you're gonna have nothing. And if you want to do the whole wardrobe change in one shot, it's gonna cost you thousands or close, right? And if you do the floppy little thing where you have one great wardrobe and then everything else is shit and it kind of looks messy, it just depends on your angle, how you're living life. But my thing is just go straight minimalist and go at whatever's comfortable, affordable, easily accessible, and suits you and your personality well. That's it. I wouldn't go overboard on anything because whatever you can save from here, you can put into something else that might enhance something else instead of having this enhance and struggling somewhere else. What I mean by that is having spare money for food, snacks, drinks, bus fare, gas money, offering somebody a burger. Like, hey, we're hanging out, want a burger? Because I want a burger and I don't want to be rude and eat in front of you. Want a burger? No? Okay, cool. I'm going to grab the burger. I'm fucking hungry. I offered them. On the personal, I feel better. You know what I mean? It's just more generous to the moment, generous to the situation of the event that's going on, the particular, right? Whatever's going on. So you might get invited to parties. You might want to splurge all of a sudden because you've never had it before. You might want that car. You might want that fucking car, and you're in the most outrageous car payments, tags, insurance payments. It just blows your mind how much you went underwater in expenses on that one luxury item that changed your fucking life, but it left you stressed out. Your cortisol levels are really high and spiked, so it's not actually bringing you pleasures, bringing you stress and madness. The whole theory of the keeping up with the Joneses. So my thing is like just try and be you, and show up consistently to the things you say you're gonna show up consistently to, and start your list small, one at a time. So if you're gonna do like, oh, I'm gonna go to work, that's it. That's your main objective. Everything else you can and can't do, fuck it. Fuck it, because you hit the main objective, right? If you could do two, okay, I need to work out, do it. I'm gonna go to work and work out, and I'm gonna stay so consistent until it becomes easy or it becomes doable on a very consistent format to it become my lifestyle. Because you also need to shower, shave. I'm talking to dudes on shaving. Girls is fucking crazy, whatever the fuck they're gonna do to themselves to look good or not. I don't know. You have to eat dinner, eat breakfast, lunch. I mean, you only have certain time, and you have to have quality time for those parts of life as well. Unless you're eating on the go, or not eating at all, or skipping, or if you're spending too much on a coat or a purse or a phone, and you're fucking starving yourself and shit because you got the new technology, but you can't afford shit on the side. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Don't let the distractions steer you away from the goal. And the goal is to be properly maintained nutrition-wise, health-wise, emotional-wise, mentality-wise through the whole process to get to the fucking goal of whatever you're trying to achieve. For me, it was this. A life. It's not the most amazing fucking thing ever, but it is the most amazing fucking thing ever. I mean, considering the fact that I was living on the streets, smelled like shit balls, ass, and feet. I didn't shower. I didn't brush my teeth for a long time because I couldn't access it. I kept getting my stuff stolen. Every time I huddled enough little stuff in a backpack, and once I got to two or something, and it kind of looked like I had something, and I have an eye for nice things. I really only like nice things because if it's nice, it'll last you longer. You can use it more. You'll get more value for your buck, and so you really only have to buy it once, in particular, and you have less trouble with it. It usually functions properly for whatever you needed it for. So I had a lot of nice things, and I had a lot of nice things packed. I'd fall asleep, somebody would come and take my fucking backpack, and all of my things were gone. So I ended up in positions where like I had stuff, and I was able to do stuff, and just kind of like Superman Clark Kent, just go and change, come back and like, hey, fucking weird. Lost his bags, ready for the party. You know, lost his like went home. Yeah, that guy went home. He was all dressed up and everything after they've had perfumed out and everything. He left, went home at a certain time, not knowing. I went, grabbed my bags, changed my clothes, put my nice clothes away, wrapped them up, bagged them up, fucking folded them up, everything nice and proper so I could reuse them again another day in the future. and then put my bum clothes on, knowing that I'm gonna sleep on the streets and shit that night, and it's gonna be a dirty ass event, and I gotta look the part because it's safer to look the fucking part and dangerous at the same time. So, but at least you're not ruining a good pair of clothes, and you don't look like you got to the club, you laid on the fucking floor, and you got a pocket full of cash, and you passed out blackout drunk, and that's not a good scenario either. I wouldn't believe so. So then you just kind of go with life, right? You don't need the most amazing car. You don't need the most expensive part of town. You don't need to go to the gym and use their equipment. There's called calisthenics. You don't need to go to restaurants every night. You don't need to do everything that society says you need to do, especially not in the beginning. But you need to stick to routine. The first thing you need to do is get a job. And then one at a time start incorporating things. Just sit and just ask yourself, what are the most important things in life that I would like to incorporate in my life? And then one is like, oh, I want to learn how to cook. So every day you're going to have like an hour after work or at some point in the evening to cook, to teach yourself through recipe books or the internet how to cook certain meals and get certain tastes and achieve certain cooking status for your life. And you become that guy with the skill in the kitchen that's able to whip up a meal because you did it consistently every day, taking care of yourself. And that became a master craft, art, skill, talent that you took on personally an hour every day. That's 365 fucking hours a year. You'd be hella good at cooking if you took on that challenge on yourself to improve. Workouts, same thing. You took an hour out every fucking day. Some people say, I went 2-3 hours at the gym, and I don't know. I do. Like, I leave here and I go walking. I end up at the park. I do 200 burpees because it's a total body exercise. You get a lot of results considering compared to other things. You don't get the big old ooh, but you know what I mean? You're not on steroids or anything like that. So it's just natural body weight, natural fucking physique. And it's basically like mold your body into the ideal physique that your genetics will let you have, like that. That what like life wants you to have. You just accept it. That what life wants you to have. That's what calisthenics does, without taking any supplements on the side or steroids, anabolically or anything like that. So that's where I am. So then I will put relationships to the side. I'm still putting them to the side because I haven't accomplished all these things, such as personal endeavors. I've talked about some in the other videos. You might want to check them out. So anyways, if you're still here, like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? It'll really help the algorithm grow my channel. I'm trying to get my channel to grow. But when it gets boring, you gotta keep going. When you don't want to go, when your body's tired and achy, you gotta go. If you can't fucking do 100% of everything you set out to do, you overloaded your schedule. You need to find the weakest link that you can let go of and start detaching until you're able to accomplish those different tasks without breaking down and falling apart. And then as soon as you find that proper balance of like, I could do this, just take it down a notch a little bit. And then that you'll be able to maintain that more or less pretty good. And you're like, oh, I'm able to maintain this without being stressed. It's enough. Not too much. Not overbearing and I'm stuck. And some people do that to themselves and I don't know why. Like, did it really, you look stressed out and look like you're all fucking fucked up, nerve-wracked, everything for all that period of time. Like, I mean, I might not be in certain positions. I don't know if they all reach certain ambitious goals that they set out to do, but my best advice is just stay consistent and stick to the routine and do it 6 to 7 days a week and stick to that as long as you can. A fucking year, a boring ass year, 2 fucking 3 boring ass years, and you'll see it. You'll see it. I see it all the time. Like, man, this is life. Like, man, this is really my life. This is really my life. Like, fuck. I see beautiful girls all the time, and I want to hit them up, but I know I can't. I can't because I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. It's kind of weird, right? And like, why don't you hit up these girls? Because I'm not ready. I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna go fucking hit you up and chase you around. You know what I mean? Like, you could hit me up, we could talk. I don't know, might like you, might not like you, whatever. Like, throw it on the table and let me know what it's about. But if I'm gonna have to go, and you're a job, you're not a pleasure. You're not a partner. You're not an equal. Like, you're nothing. Like, you're. It's not even attractive. Nothing. Because I gotta go do all the fucking work. Like, you're just another job. From the beginning, from the day one, from the time I met you, it's been nothing but fucking work. I don't want that relationship. I'm sorry, I'd rather be single. I would love a partner. You know what I mean? Cuddles and best friend shit. Right here. Whatever, watching TV, whatever, fucking in the same little spot. It don't fucking matter. A person that's willing to do that with you. Like, hey, you really like this? Yeah. Why? Because it's with you and manageable. We could clean this together. It's maintainable. We both don't want a lot of shit or whatever. We both like it. We're really close quarters to each other. We both actually like that shit. We don't bother each other. We don't fight. We don't argue. It's a really nice situation for the both of us. Okay. Deal. So then, what are you gonna do? Ask her. She's like, oh, I got a job doing such and such. Okay. So how are we gonna handle the bills? I don't know, but let's go half and half. What are we gonna do with the excess? And she goes, I don't really like going out to restaurants. I kind of like cooking at home, or not even cooking shit sometimes. I like to go to McDonald's or something, get a burger. I don't eat much. What about you? I cook at home. I don't like eating out either. Right? So like, you stick to the routine, and if it doesn't fit, if whatever circumstance you try to like bring in, if you see a lot of tension, if you feel a lot of tension, if you notice that you're struggling to meet the markers, like you gotta drive across town to get to that class, and you're always fucking late, or you're always speeding in traffic, something is not balanced from A to B, or while you're there, you're struggling too much. It's just too overwhelming, because your personal life and your career life is hectic, and this is just adding icing to the cake. It's gonna take you to a nervous breakdown or some shit. That what I mean by that might be something you might want to take the ambition down to save your fucking mental emotional health. That what I think about scenarios like that. You gotta do a lot, like as much as you can with your full potential without breaking yourself, because a lot isn't like fucking 10,000 things in one day. A lot is picking like 3 things. I think picking 3 fucking things and doing them every day consistently. I think that's doing a lot, because after fucking 5 years, you did 3 things that consistently. That's a lot. Like, how much times have you cooked in your life? Well, I started fucking 10 years ago and I do it every day. Like, damn, that's a lot. It's not like, oh, I cook 30,000 fucking hamburgers a day. Like, damn, that's a lot. That is, right? But I think that a lot is when you put in that little bit of discipline time every day, instead of overwhelming yourself for a short period of time, crashing out, burning out, nervous breakdown type shit, and you just ultimately quit on whatever you're pursuing. So that's the key. That's the key. You gotta stay on a routine. You gotta be consistent. You gotta set certain goals, and you gotta know your priorities, and you gotta set certain types of responsibilities where you have like 3 objectives, like career work, so you can pay your bills, and save. Find a hobby. I would focus like on fitness, something that's really gonna be the most beneficial thing for self-care, self-improvement, and self-love, and also like you have like you could fucking go run. You could go play basketball. Like that part of life still exists for you. That's why I feel like you should pick health. And then the third one, like a hobby, whatever it might be that you might be wanting to do, like a book club, go to church, go join a sport or something. Three, and do it so consistent for a fucking year. And at the end of the year, you'll be pretty good at those three activities. And you'll notice that not much else fits in your schedule. So the little bit of time left you have, to be honest with you, anything that you want to bring in, it's gonna be temporary. It's gonna be very, very um, in and out, very, very fast, brief. Or it gonna be a relationship that's gonna be long term. It gotta have to fit in these criterias. These three elements gotta keep continually existing in your life. So they can't be overburdening. They can't be so little where it's boring and it's like, oh, I have a lot of free time, and it can't be overburdening where you can't sneak in a relationship and a family at some point, because you have to keep these three consistent regardless. The keys. When you're in, when you're out, when you're in, did it work? Did it not work? You gotta stay consistent on these three keys. And if you have that minimalist mindset and that person does too, like I said, does it flow or not? Do you guys argue about weird shit that is a core belief? They like fundamentals on religion, fundamentals on politics, but it kind of weird on the sense of like that person likes $200 shirts, you like $10 shirts, and you're like, hey babe, you spent way too much, and she looking at you like you look like. So both of you have a spiritual dilemma with each other when it comes to the element of clothing attire. So does it flow or not? And something so subtle and simple as that, causing conflict, even a brief amount, day by day by day by day for a prolonged period of time, that's a fucking lot. So that's preparing the situation to have, that's like a chink in the chain, that's a weakness, that's a crack. But that's a big one because you face it every day. So anyways, I'm gonna let the video go. I'm gonna keep going with this, but stick to routine. It'll take you places, and find three key things to enhance your life and your lifestyle with, and stay humble. And once you start seeing results in those three things, don't fucking quit. Obviously, you get results in exercises. You're like, oh, fuck that. I can eat all the cheesecake I want and take, like, fuck working out. I'm perfect now. You'll find out real quick in a fucking month that you're not perfect no more, and it's going to be really hard to start all over again, and you're going to lose your results. So once you get the results, once you get to the simple status and the platform and the lifestyle expectancy that you are reaching towards, well, it doesn't mean you have to quit working. Obviously, you still got to do those three fucking things every day to maintain that, because executing those three things every day brought you to that achievement. Catch y'all later.